Good. Alright, so I got Love here, host of Real Talk, one of the biggest internet vlogs on the, what you call it? You call it a vlog or what you call it?
I guess you would call it a vlog.
One of the biggest
A
vlogs.
talk show.
On the internet. But I feel like I want to like take it back because I feel like I've been with you on this journey because we met like I think it was at Manila.
Mm-hmm.
At
When you was doing Baby.
Yeah, I was doing Baby and it was Frank Lenny, it was Briscoe, and you had Bus. You had did some shit for Lenny. You had Bus. Was it a freestyle or some shit? So like, for people that think that you just came from out of nowhere, like that grind be real. You can't. That was a long time ago. Let people know like, just give it like a brief description of who you are and like what you do.
So, most of the people in my city know me from doing music, you know what I'm saying, being with Gutter Sound and just around the music movement, period. And then, of course, a lot of people know me from owning businesses, like doing hair and things of that such. And you definitely right, the grind got to be real. Like, you got to have that hustle in you, be willing to do whatever you got to do or go to whatever lengths to keep your movement moving, change with the times, evolve with stuff. Back when I met you, internet really wasn't as big as it is now, you know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of the stuff we did, it was for magazines and, stuff like that.
So like to go back like to that moment back then, like take it back. I seen you in Manila parking lot and we ran into you because when we left that shit, it was like experience. Me and bro was like, damn, she was like on some shit. Like at that point, was you already rhyming or like you just got started or like? Let me know where you was at that point.
I was already doing music, but one of the things that I was blessed with was being able to be around people who had already like been in the music little era and in the music industry and done had they fuck up, so to speak. So they done messed up, did they trial and error. So I was around a lot of people that had already done it wrong. So I was able to learn from their mistakes. And I was able to feed off their drive, people like DJ Trance and stuff like that. Okay. So it's like, any circumstance you in, any event you at, you go hard because you don't know who around. You don't know who there. I didn't know y'all was going to be there with the cameras or whatever. Right. You never know who you could meet or whatever, so you want to leave your mark wherever you be at. Mm. So that's what that was. I wouldn't necessarily even ask to freestyle. It's just like, we out here, I do music, they do music, why not link? And the best way to get a person to pay some attention to you is show them your talent. Mm-hmm. People talk all day long about, check my music out, I'm good. Look at this, I do this real good. But, it take for you to put yourself out there.
Because a lot of people think this shit take off overnight. But, like I said, I didn't see you I witnessed you go through, like, a whole bunch of different stages in it. Like, even you having your own shop and you've been, like, an independent hustler. Like, as a female in the game, you know what I'm saying, do you feel like people get intimidated? Because they see you keep going, you hustling, you doing your thing. Do you feel like a lot of people get intimidated by strong women, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing in the game?
They do. I mean, we in the day and age of like, the independent women era and all of that stuff like that. So it's a lot of women that's like me that hustle hard, that work hard. One of the things I see the most is that people, instead of just being intimidated, they hate. So when they see you and they feel like, damn, they got it going on, it turn into like hate. They don't really want to openly support you. They see what you're doing, they recognize your movement, but they ain't gonna out in the open give you your props, you know what I'm saying? Right. Or show that they see what you're doing and support your movement. So I can basically, what I'm saying is I could tell, people intimidated by the hate.
And you still doing the music and shit?
I still do the music. I got a CD that's about to drop now. And then, of course, I got all the stuff going on with the internet or whatever. I'm trying to get it by any means necessary.
Right.
And trying to get to that check.
What made you get into, like, just, like, as far as, like, because I tuned in, I seen you voicing your opinion on the internet. How did it get to the point to where it's at right now?
Well, and so many people ask me that. People be like, well, how you made your videos do that? Or I ain't make nothing do nothing. I just talked about real stuff. And when you talk about real stuff that people can relate to, the world can't not pay that some attention. You know what I mean? So if you talking about some stuff that everybody kind of going through in some way, shape, or form, it just catch. So like one of my first videos that like really did some numbers was the one I did about how parents talk to their kids, especially like minorities and African American parents, when you beat them down instead of correcting them in a positive manner. Everybody pretty much got kids nowadays, so you can relate when you frustrated or you aggravated with your children and you speak to them in a different type of manner. It just caught people by surprise the way I'm conveying it.
And for you to even like peep this, it's like you must be like a self-aware person. Like when this is going on, you checking this out, you peeping this. What made you want to like? Because a lot of people shy away and they scared to. They don't want to offend nobody. What made you want to bring this to the forefront and not be to where you were shy to vocalize about it?
Well, this is the thing about it is this is how I am in real life. Like, the way I talk in my videos, that's exactly what you get. Of course, like, a lot of people see my videos be really explicit as far as the language. I choose to do that on purpose because it catches people's attention. But, me keeping it real and just being blunt, I learned that a long time ago just because I've seen so many groups of people, so many circles of people that they being fake with each other. And I say all the time in my video, that's my worst fear. To be in a group of people where I really don't know how y'all really feel about me. That scared me more than anything. I done been broke. I ain't afraid to be broke. You know what I'm saying? I done been through some shit. I done seen death. I done, seen life, all kind of stuff. So, I done traveled outside this area. It just scares me the most to be anywhere in this world and be around a bunch of people where you don't really know how they feel. So when some shit jump off, you don't know what they'll do. You don't know what they won't do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how they'll react. That right there scares me the most. So I feel like I owe it to people to lead by example. So if I want you to keep it real with me, how can I not keep it real with you first?
Right. And I seen that, like you said, and that's what scared you like the most, like to get to that level to where you want to be, and then you surrounded by that type of flow, type of atmosphere. Like, who are some of the people that you go to for that inspiration or that you can talk to? Like, you know what I'm saying?
My family is my biggest thing. Like, the realness that I've learned to, have and keep with people, a lot of it I get from my dad. Like, he, keep it real with me when it comes to, me parenting or just in life in general, just like basically calling me out on my shit when I ain't on point. You know what I mean? And a lot of people run from that. If, most people, if they around their homies or their homegirls and you got somebody that's telling you when you're wrong, they don't want to hear that. They just want you to tell them when they right or make them feel like they're doing everything right. Nobody don't want to hear that you broke because of you. Or your music ain't on because you ain't going hard for you. Or your brand ain't popping because you ain't doing everything that you need to do for you. Nobody want to hear that. They want you to sugarcoat it. So it's like, I embrace that. That's what makes me a little bit different than other people. People say they want the real, but at the same time, if somebody really give it to you real, now your feelings hurt. And, you mad or you feeling some type of way.
So how long have you always been blunt like that from the get-go, from the child?
For the people around me that's close to me, like as far as my family, that's how we is. Like some families, you know how they keep family secrets and stuff like that. We don't do that. My family, you do some bullshit. Next time we see you, that was some bullshit you did to auntie so-and-so or whatever. We just call each other out. So it's always been like that with my family. Now as far as just, strangers and people around me, I used to be the one that sit back and just kind of peep stuff and don't say nothing. So a lot of the knowledge and stuff I've gained is from just watching people be flawed to each other. And a lot of people don't know that you see it in them. You know what I'm saying? They try to talk and cover it up. Like, we in a day and age where a person quick to tell you, I'm 100. I'm a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hater. Man, haters, fuck haters, shit, stuff like that. But in all reality, the more you say that, the more it make us watch your actions to see if it add up with what you're saying. So a lot of times, that's what make me realize when people flaw. So I just, know I didn't keep it real with everybody at first as far as being vocal about it. But, once I realized how fake people is and I'm watching this stuff, it's like, why not give them the real?
And what do you consider real? And do you feel like you got to do do you call somebody out every time, or do sometimes you just sit back and just, you know what I'm saying? Do you?
I'm to the point now where if it's around me, I call it out. I really don't care how nobody feel. If you in my presence, I'm gonna speak on it. And if you don't like it, you have the right to get from around me. Because I'm in a place in my life where I don't invade other people's space. So I don't go places and hang out. Like, I'm not gonna come up to your spot and just sit and chill unless I'm there for a purpose. I'm on a mission. So if it ain't about a check or, it's something I'm doing socially with my family, I'm not there. I'm not around people. So if you're around me, it's because you came around me. So if I give you the real and you don't like it, get from around me. That's the way I look at it.
Right, because you must be saying something that's resonating with the people. Because I seen you. Like, how did you get on World? Did you put your shit on World Star? How did that happen?
When I upload videos, I don't tag nobody. I don't, tell nobody to go look. I just post it and it do what it do. But that's me keeping it real myself. Because if I got to tag you, this person, that person, if I got to tag all y'all and tell y'all to watch this, you know what I'm saying? It's not doing what it's supposed to do. I just post and it do what it do. And the more people that can relate, the more they share it. So, like, the videos I've had on World Star, I think I've had like 3 by now. I haven't paid for nothing. And nobody around me was the person that submitted it on there. It came from somebody else. So I tell anybody that's in entertainment or in music or, whatever it may be, you know that you got fans when people doing stuff for you that you don't even know them. So it's a lot of people I've never met a day in my life. I don't know these people. And, they showing mad support, going hard, submitting videos and stuff like World Star and stuff. I woke up this morning and it was one of my videos on 95.7 Beat, the biggest FM radio station in our area.
Right.
And I don't know how I got on there. I don't know who picked it up, who put it there. I just saw it there.
So what do you say for people that say, oh, well, for a female, I don't like, she too aggressive, she too vulgar, she too, like, what is your message to people like that?
So, like I've been saying in my videos, I'm explicit and I'm aggressive and I'm very vocal in my videos on purpose. So when you around me, I don't necessarily just cuss at people, the way I do in my videos. I will tell you about yourself. I will let you know, that what you did, that ain't right. But I do it in my videos on purpose because that's what catches people's attention. People post videos all day long on the internet. It's a reason why all of them don't go viral.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's people out there posting videos on the same subjects that I'm posting on. I've seen some of them. But nobody's going to sit there and watch a 5-minute video of you saying, okay, guys, make sure you stop snitching on yourselves online.
Right.
Stop posting drugs and things like that. You're not going to get 1 million people to sit there and watch you for 5 minutes talk about that.
Right.
So you got to give it to them in a way that the cussing catch their attention. But, regardless of how I got your attention, you caught this reel before you clicked off this video. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, to people that feel like that, my message is doing what they do because I'm doing it the way I am.
And you got up to 1 million viewers on your videos and shit. Like,
I got a couple of videos that's that like 5. One got 8 million, so one got 5 million. So the numbers are there. And like I say, some of the videos I repost them. Like some videos I've already posted, I repost them, and sometimes they do triple the numbers they did the first time. So it's like when it's on a real subject, like I said, it's gonna do what it do without you having to like make it.
But you also do something like what artists, like an artist showcase too.
I did. So I started out in my city like doing a lot trying to help like local artists because I feel like I got the marketing plan or the master plan for artists to elevate past this area. The thing about it is, in our area and with a lot of our people, we don't like to listen. We don't like to listen, and we can't take the real. So it's like I've been giving them the game and giving them bits and pieces on what they need to do with their music to elevate themselves and stuff like that. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
And that was gonna be my next question. Like, has it been like people that you thought like, okay, I see y'all say y'all working, but then when you get the platform like what you got, and you reach out to these people that you thought was working, has the response been 100% like, okay, when you ask them to come do shit, how has the response been?
It's a joke because people, and I can't say it's all of them, but a lot of the artists in our area, they so talented, but they so strung out on hood fame. Meaning everybody know my name around here, so they feel like they ain't got to really do much. They feel like they can just make it off their name, and in all reality, it's a big world out here. This country, it got millions of people, and it's like they ain't really to put that extra effort in. So to me, it's like a joke. I invite a lot of artists out to be on my show. My show airs every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. And I invite artists every single week to perform the first part of the show, and even sometimes I'll add 2 artists. This last show I had somebody performed in the beginning and at the end. You wouldn't believe how many artists I've reached out to, and they don't show up. They agree, they commit to coming, but then for some reason at the last minute they can't come, or they got some excuse, or some of them just, I got to think about it. What is there to think about?
Right.
The amount of views that I get on my show, last show we got 14,000 views in less than 30 minutes.
Right.
14,000 people don't watch this. These artists couldn't pay for that.
Right.
They don't even got enough money to pay 14,000 people to watch them for 5 seconds, let alone a whole hour.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just look at it like they got to be crazy, or maybe you just not smart.
Right. And what days do you do, like, how does it break down? You do your show on Tuesday, then is that the same night you do the live showcase too?
So my live show, I do, the artists on that show. So of course I pick real life subjects and have guests that I interview. But then also on the show, I let artists come and perform, promote their music, promote themselves. Because I have followers in Washington, D.C., Chicago, Alaska, Canada, Jamaica, Mexico, somewhere everywhere. I mean, you name it in this country. When I go live, I always make them check in.
Because sometimes I tap in and I see, like, I might just see you sitting in the car doing some shit. Like, is that a different, like, what
Yes.
you do?
So those are when you see me like in the car going live, just doing those as a part of like my regular videos, my movement of just giving people that real. Those are just, I do them at any random time, 7 days a week. Anytime I feel like I got a message to give people. The live show go every Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. and that's when I give artists a chance to, be a part of my platform. And I mean, I had my own rap battle league where I had that going, but it's like you can introduce stuff to these people around here, but you cannot make them conform or, use it to its full potential.
Right.
So I mean, I keep trying to give support and do it, do what I do it and help, bring artists onto my platform, but, I can't make them at the end of the day.
And as far as your fan base, like when What's the difference between you touching your fan base online like you do and when you see them in person, per se? What's the difference between?
So, online you can get a message out there so much faster than, of course, moving around person to person.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we in a day and age of the internet, everything is, moving around online. So, excuse me, I definitely could get the message out there faster. As far as like hands-on, I got fans around here, but at the same time, you get more support from people outside of your area for some reason. And it's not just our area. You hear people in New York say they can, get on faster by touring in other cities. That's why people do tours and stuff like that. Because the fans will come outside of people that know you first, and then, your people will see them, she the real deal, and they'll follow afterwards. So that's kind of the same thing I'm going through.
And the cut, let me know about the cut the check movement, because I see you saying cut the check and stuff like that, t-shirts. What's that all about?
So I just feel like our people as a whole just need to focus more on the bigger picture, which is getting that check. That's right. Regardless of how you look at life, you hear some people say money ain't everything, but for me, it's the only thing, because it can change so much stuff. And of course, in order for shit to get better, stuff got to change. And if money change stuff, you got to be focused on that check. Our people a lot of times get caught up in the everyday BS in life. I call it like the standstill stuff, the stuff that don't matter. So you see a lot of fights about nothing. You see a lot of arguments about nothing. You see people falling out about stuff. You see people waste a lot of time doing stuff that don't got nothing to do with getting that check, which that check is what's going to, help bring change. So that's where that whole, that saying come from. And I do it in every video, on every live show. Anything I do, I'm branding it with Cut That Check. I got a website, cutthatcheck.com. I got a lot coming with that, so to speak, because like I say, money bring change for a lot of stuff. It's going to help with our youth. It's going to help if you trying to do music or entertain. It's going to help with our people being empowered and getting more knowledge out there. It's just for me, everything starts from getting that dollar to be able to fund it.
And with the way that the show is blowing up, like where you see the show going?
I'm waiting on TV.
Okay.
I'm waiting on a network, some type of BET, MTV, ETV, I don't care what it is. I'm waiting on TV because I feel like somebody real deserve a platform to be able to market to people or convey some real stuff, so to speak. Because we getting spoon-fed all this shit from the government in this country that's just, it's making society as messed up as it is. So I just feel like, why not give the real a chance?
And you got an opinion on a lot of shit, like, and you in the hip hop. I wanted to get your opinion on the whole Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma beef. How you feel about that?
Well, anybody with eyes can see that Nicki Minaj is talented as far as doing music, making pop songs, creating a platform for herself. But anybody with eyes can also see that you copied, Lil' Kim when you came out, and you waited to these people, and maybe it wasn't her. Because I'm not a hater.
Right.
I love the movement that she have going on. I love to see anybody that look like me. And when I say look like me, of my skin color, come from a struggle like what I come from, make it and blossom into something huge. So to see her do